So the next purchasing info record. So what is the meaning of purchasing info record? What is the meaning of the purchasing info record? Any idea? So we already discussed when we are discussing about master data, right? So purchasing info record is something like the information between the material and the supplier information. Okay. So as of now, if you remember that we just discussed about the only metal master record, that means entire product information, or we just discussing about that vendor master record like supplier information. That it is entirely which is only vendor information. But I'm as of now we didn't discuss that the product and the supplier relation. Okay, suppose let's say the supplier X, they are supplying the goods, material 1, okay, material 2, okay, material 3, okay. So 3 materials he is supplying, and supplier Y. So supplier Y is supplying also. He is supplying that mat 2 and mat 3 and mat 4. Okay, and let's see supplier Z is also supplying that. Okay, mat 1 and mat 4 and mat 3. So that means that the same material can supply multiple suppliers. So it is not only one supplier, right? It's multiple suppliers can supply. Then I know that this information material 1, I have the information of material 2, I have information of material 3, I have information of material 4 from the master data, and I have the information of supplier X, Y, Z. But when I'm just creating the purchase order, or might be I'm just creating the contract, or it might be I'm just creating the some agreement, okay, some long-term agreement. Okay, so when I'm just creating that, okay, so how we know that the supplier X is supplying mat 1 with a what cost and what is the condition, what is the terms and conditions, what is the any incoterms or any conditions, or it may be any anything which like specific to the related to material X. And the same material, if I'm just buying from the material supply jar, okay, what is the price of the material, what is the cost, and what is the tax information, what is the okay terms and conditions, what is the incoterms, and what is the rules and regulations from between that, what is the discount they are providing, what is the freight cost. So that so when I'm just creating the purchase order, okay, every time I don't need to go to the supplier one and asking that what the price and and what is the agreeing that, what is terms and conditions. Every time I don't need to go, because I'm just creating purchase orders, n number of purchase orders every day, and might be the same supplier or it might be the different supplier. Okay, so I'm just raising that multiple purchase orders. So every time I don't want to go with that. So again, now I need when from supplier X and mat 1, okay, when it is especially to the purchasing organization or plant, whatever it may be, okay, when I'm just buying this product from this supplier on this area, or it may be using this purchase organization, okay, so I want to having the some information, predefined information, that having that this supplier and this material, when this material is supplying, this is the condition, this is the terms and condition, this is incoterms. So that information I need. So the purchasing info record, material info record or purchasing info record, both are same. Okay, when I'm just talking about purchasing info record, okay, so it is the relationship between the material and plant, so material and supplier, okay, with respect to the purchasing organization, because purchasing organization people will be taking care about that when they are planning to buy the product, and right, and sometimes it might be along with the plant as well, in case if it is a plant specific, in case of plant specific. If it is not plant specific, it is only at the purchase organization, then we can go with the only purchase organization. Why we need plant specific? In case that the purchasing organization is not central purchase organization, or it is a something like individual plant level purchase organization. Okay, and if they might be have the central purchase organization, but individually again plant level they want to be specified that if it is Hyderabad, it is Bangalore, it is a Mumbai, then there is a specific conditions between the material and plant, material and supplier. So in that case, I can go with the plant specific also. But if you don't want to go with plant specific, then you can go with the purchase organization. In case if you are going with purchase organization, okay, purchase organization, and you also want to go with plant specific, then you can consider these two. Okay, clear? Is it clear? So when you are creating this purchasing info record, it is always with the material and supplier, the combinations like. So now how many will get purchase info records here in the above how many will get purchase info record? The first line.
Four.
The first line, how many purchase info records will get?
Three.
Three purchase info record, because the supplier X with material 1, supplier X with material 2, supplier X with material 3. So 3 info records. Here also 3 info records. Here also 3 info records. Right? So when I'm just talking about that material along with the supplier. Okay? Clear? And it might be possible if you are considering that purchasing organization along with the plant. That means if you have the along with the plant, then it might be separate again. If you are always we are creating at purchasing organization level, but in case if they are asking that at plant specific level, then we can having the one more info record. That means info record was same, but plant is the separate conditions. With plant separate conditions. Clear? Clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So now the transaction code for this is ME11. ME11. The transaction code for as purchase info record is ME11. So again, from purchase info record, when you creating purchase info record, what are the information it will be stored? What are the information it will be stored? So usually what information will be, generally what will be, what is the information we have? General information is common, right? General information along between the supplier and material. This material, this supplier, when he is supplying, this is the condition, just like a general information. Along with that, purchasing organization data. Purchasing data, okay? Purchasing organization data. Along with that, we also have the price information. Because especially when we are looking into that, so this supplier, this mat one, they might be giving that 10% discount. When supplier Z is giving mat one 5% cash discount, or it may be the 5% freight charges, something, right? So when you creating the when you planning to create a purchase info record, you must be have the what information? What information? One is material information, material number, and the second one is vendor number, that is supplier number, and other than that purchasing organization information. Okay, then when you have these three information, then only you can able to create the purchase info record. Again, in case if you want to be go with the plant specific, then you'll be having the plant separately. Then in that case, you have to be enter material vendor purchase organization plant. Okay, so the combinations you can create with material vendor purchase organization and plant, or you can create material vendor purchase organization. Okay, clear? Two ways of you can create, and there is a one more possibility also. Okay, without material also you can create. Without material also, okay, you can create purchase info record. Okay. So what is this, sir? What is the difference? Okay, what is the difference without material and with material? So in what cases you don't have material number? What cases you don't have material number? Services, right? Usually services don't have that material number, right? I'm just asking to painting, cleaning, okay, washing, right? So burning, all these are services. We don't have physically the product, right? Correct. So those cases
Yes,
also
sir.
it is possible to create purchase info record without material. Then how, sir? How we can justify that whether that vendor that is the service? How we can justify that? So you have that instead of the material number, you have the material group here. So in this case, the material group is mandatory. Okay. So based on material group, you will be creating the service info record or purchase info record without material. Okay, clear? Is it clear?
Yeah.
Okay, so then sir, is that only we have the standard purchase info record? So my client having the some other case. So the supplier is okay having the multiple cases. My vendor having the multiple cases. What multiple cases? He said that uh, general standard one, standard purchasing. Okay, that means standard purchasing. Okay, and then there is one more case also with that consignment process, consignment purchasing or consignment process. What is this consignment? What is the difference between the standard and consignment? Okay, so we'll discuss this consignment and subcontracting. Okay, that topics we'll discuss separately, but I'll just give you the overview. Okay, our pipeline. Okay, so there are the different categories are there. Okay, info categories. This we call as info categories. Okay, so what is the difference is in the standard purchasing you just buy the product and you are paying the amount to the supplier. You buying the product and you are paying the amount. Okay, but in the vendor consignment process, okay, they will keep the stock. They will keep the stock. Okay, they will keep the stock. Okay, then you don't need to pay amount immediately. Okay, so here in the above case you are paying amount immediately as per your what you bought, but in this case you don't need to pay amount even the stock you received, only when you are paying. Okay, you are paying only when you are consumed or when you are sold out, when you are sold. So that means the supplier keeping the stock at your premises. Okay, so keeping the stock in your premises, but you will not be ready to pay amount immediately. Okay, so it is the agreement. What they're saying that okay, you keep it the stock with you. Okay, whenever you want, you just withdraw the stock. It might be the partial or fully, whatever it may be. You can do that. Okay, then uh, and in case it's not only consumption, if you are selling the also it is possible. Okay, then only you pay the amount to the supplier what are the you consumed. Maybe if you are consumed partially, like if you are using that only partially, like out of 100 you just 10 quantity you are sold out, or maybe you are using that 10 quantity, then you can pay only that 10 quantity. The remaining 90 quantity still it is the okay, you can keep it with the your stock. So, what is the best example for this, Kanyaman? What is the best example for this? Just think that where exactly the suppliers can keep the stock in your premises and immediately you are not paying the amount, but later you are paying the amount based on the consumption. What cases it is usually? So, majorly like electrical goods. If you remember that, if I am started my business, okay, so there are around hundreds of brands I need to sell the mobiles, or hundreds of brands we are selling that televisions, and we are selling the monitors and PCs, printers, washing machines, mixer grinders. There are so many, right? So everyone is costly, one thing, and even the market is it's different because it might be sold immediately, or it might be sold after 6 months, 8 months, and 1 year also. So the businessman cannot keep that stock uh, because for the longer time, because he cannot also purchase that much of stock also. Okay, but the companies are they want to be show up in the showcase to the customers, and uh, they are attracting to the customers, and giving offers and selling that products, right? If new brand which is coming, so did you buy at a time 100 pieces and keep it with you in your showroom, paying that amount immediately? No, right? Because we are not sure whether that product can be sold immediately or can be sold after that. So we will be having the agreement with company. Okay, I will be promote your product, so you can keep it that stock in my premises. When the customer is asking that, I can sell that product to you, and immediately I can write the bill and I will pay the amount to you, right? Because uh, if I want to pay immediately, so there are a lot of stocks I need to buy every day. The model was changing, and every day the new brand and new nothings, right? So it was very difficult, right? Correct or wrong? So usually
Yeah.
if you go to supermarket, or so usually if you go to some electrical goods, Sonavision or Samsung, or it may be LG, okay, there are a lot of electrical goods are they are selling. So different brands and all, right? So it's all they are providing that. Okay, I will keep it some to stock in your godown. So whenever the customer is asking, you can deliver that product. You can raise for a warranty, and they will write the bill. Right? Right or wrong? Is that possible? It's possible or not possible?
Yeah, it's possible.
It's possible, right? Because we cannot spend. See, one one product, if it is cost of 1 lakh rupees. If suppose let's assume that, yeah, Apple, if I want to be sell brand 16 or 16 Pro Max, and 512 GB and 1 TB, so the cost itself it is like 2 lakhs, 3 lakhs rupees. If I'm spending that only one product, okay, so when I will get the profit, when I can sell that, right? It's very difficult, right? So, and in iPlanet, and there it will be like they will be keeping the stock into your premises. When it is sold, they will be paying the amount. So that is one example when it is a soul related, and so if it is a need consumption related, it might be like best example is cement. You know that cement how it will be. So I can buy that 2 tons, 3 tons cement, and so immediately if I want to pay that 3 tons cement cost, it's very high, right? So it's very difficult. So I'm just bargaining that, I'm just requesting to that supplier, will take at a time lot, because I just want to avoid that the transport everything. I'll just buy at a time 3 tons, 4 tons. You can keep it with my location. So today, if I'm using half ton, then I will be paying immediately the amount to the immediately to that half ton. You can discuss that, right? So that is called consignment process. So when this consignment process, the maybe the conditions are different and prices are different, the terms and conditions are different. When it is standard purchasing, okay, then it is different, right? Clear?
Yes.
Right? So like subcontracting. What is the subcontracting? It's kind of the third party production. It's kind of the third party production. So what is the third party production it is like? What is the meaning of third party production? So
I mean, if main company takes the contract and subcontract like other company,
yeah,
the
so
smaller
they will
companies
be,
will
it's
supply.
like a job work. So they will take raw materials from our side, and they will use that raw materials, and they will be producing the final product. Okay, it might be the why we are going to the third party, the why we are going to the job work subcontractor, because might be there are so many reasons. It might be we don't have manpower, machinery, or it may be we don't have time. Okay, so in that case, what we'll do, we'll go with that to our subcontractor, and we'll just requesting them to produce the product by using the our raw material. Why we need to use our raw materials? Because the quality might be we need best quality, so we are giving our best raw materials to them, right? So if you see that example, if you go to red chili powder, okay, so I have that red chilies, but I don't have the machinery to make that to red chili powder. So I'll just to giving to the red chilies to the mill guy, and he will be producing the red chili powder, right? So like sugar, you know how that sugar will be produced? You know sugar how they will produce? So from the sugar canes, right? So farmers, they are giving sugar canes, and they will be producing the sugars, right? So so the concept of that is raw materials and semi-finished goods will be giving to the subcontractor, and we just requesting them to produce the final product. So in this case again, the conditions are different. If we are not buying, okay, we are giving our raw materials to the subcontractor, and asking them to produce the final product, FG product. So here, what cost you are paying? What cost you are paying here? What cost is that? Final product cost you are paying, or raw materials cost you are paying? What cost it
Raw
is?
materials and process cost.
Only process cost it is, not raw material, because raw materials we are giving, right? They are not.
We are providing
Yes.
raw material.
We are providing raw materials, right? This is process cost. That is maintenance cost, right? The processing, production cost, and all, right? So in that case, the cost may be different, right? So the same supplier, same material, might be he is just producing by using my raw materials. Same material, same supplier. In this case, he's keeping stock in my premises, not paying immediately. In this case, it is a standard buy. When we are buying the product, we are paying the amount,
Immediate.
right, immediately. So there are different cases like, okay, and this is case of pipeline. This is pipeline in something different, right? When there is a gas related, or it may be, okay, when it is water related, liquid, or some, okay. So whatever the product which is flowing through pipes, that we will be using the pipelines. What are the products through? What are the products it will flow from pipes? Gas, oxygens,
Not
water, right? So all these, whatever it is,
Oil.
or whatever the liquid items are, okay, those items are flowing
paper.
from the pipes only, right? So in that case, they are not transporting the goods from their location to our location. They just connected pipes from their location to my location, okay. The continuous flow, the water, or it's continuous flow gas cylinders, gas or oxygen, like, okay. So now you can see, right? Now if you see that they are connecting gas pipes in home, right? So whatever you are using that gas, okay, just the paying the amount based on the meters, how much gas you are utilized, right? Same water also, from main tanker it is connected to your home. The the water you are consuming, that water you are reading at a meter, and it is cost you are paying, right? Clear?
Yes.
So it is possible with containers also, but I am just talking about only when it's connected to a pipe. Clear? So in that case, when you creating the purchase info record, you must be say that it is a standard purchase info record, or it is a something like consignment, or it may be pipeline, or it may be subcontracting process. You have to
Contract.
tell to the system when I'm creating the purchase info record by using the supplier and by using this material I'm just going to this purchasing standard purchasing process, okay, or I'm still going with the consumption process, or I'm going with the subcontracting process. So like you have to tell. So this is called info categories. This is called info categories. We are categorizing that the info record with different categories. Okay, clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what is the transaction code to create the purchase info record? ME11. Okay. ME11. What is the transaction code to create the material master record?
MM01.
MM01. Okay. Okay, then let's go to that. Okay. SAP system. So what I says here, the transaction code is ME11. ME11. So this is the create info record. So as we said that supplier is mandatory and material information is mandatory, purchase organization is mandatory, and plant is optional. In case if you don't have plant, not specific to the plant, then you can go only these three. Okay, and if you want to be add plant also, you can enter the plant. And info category standard subcontracting pipeline consumer like. Okay, and the system will be generating the one reference number, that is the reference document that tell you that this is the information between the material and the supplier. This record having the information of material and supplier. Clear? Okay, so this is called ME11. So let's create that for our supplier. What is our supplier we created? Do you know that? What is the supplier we created? So the T code is, if you want to see that what are the what are the suppliers we created, what are the materials we created. If you want to see that, we can have also reports. Okay, the report give that information of what are the information you are looking into that. Okay, so the T code is MVKZ. Okay, so let's go to that. MKVZ. Okay. MKVZ. Okay, the transaction code is MKVZ. So here, if you have the supply number, you can give the supply number. If you don't know, then you can give your purchase organization. What is my purchase organization here? TAST, right? I just created with TST or TAS1. What did I just created? Let's see that. Just execute. Okay, this is not my purchase organization which I created. TAST or TAS maybe. Okay, this is yours, right? Sorry, this is for Anna. So what is your purchase organization?
It's GCEM.
GCEM. Okay. So I'm just checking that what are the purchase organizations you have created. So as of now, you created two purchase suppliers. Is it you created or somebody is created? Maybe I have created, or maybe you created.
Yeah, you have created. Yeah, I have created that.
Okay. So these are the two purchasing organization which is created. Okay. Like you can see that a number of number of suppliers which you created. Okay. So it might be if it is created with ZC, maybe central purchase organization. Let's see that here there is no suppliers are created. Okay, and if we see that ZCET, then here also there is no purchase organization. There no suppliers are created. So using that this transaction code MVKE. Okay, you can see MKVZ. This is transaction code to see that the suppliers report. Okay, the same way we also have the material information. If you want to see the material created, then you can go to MM60. So here you can enter that. Okay, what are the plant you created? So GCE. So if I go to here GCEM, let's see that there is no materials are created. So if I go to GCET, okay, so then you can see here also not created. So any materials you created? Pawan, you created any materials?
Yeah, I have created.
Okay, but you are not extended to purchasing data. Have you extended?
No, I didn't extend it to
Okay,
purchase.
so if you not extended, then this report will not work. Okay, so you can go to the C69 and Mara table. You can go to Mara table and see that what are the materials you created, because you are not extended to plant. Okay, so do you know that what material you created? Maybe you can see that in other way, in the table level. You can enter your created by, who created. So your ID you can enter. So whatever your ID you can enter. So what is your ID? Your ID is H22, H42, H42, HANA, and 62. Okay, so let's see how many H40, H40, not H42, H2, HANA 62. Okay, so if I'm just executed that, where is found? Have you not created any?
It's 42 HANA
42
60.
Anna 62.
Oh, sorry, sorry.
42 Anna.
Okay, 42. Okay, execute that. Then you can see that these are the two materials you created, but you just extended only basic data. You have not created, you are not extended. Okay, so basically, you if you want to use the material for our purchasing, it should be extended to plant. Okay, it should be extended to plant. Okay, so then what you have to do, go to mm01 slash for mm01. Okay, then you have to be enter whatever the material you want to be extend, you can maintain, you can extend there. So I'm entering that material number and enter and select that purchasing data, and obviously we need store location data because we have to keep the stock, and we need accounting data because that accounting is needed, and which store location, which plant you want to be extend, that you can enter here. And if you have the store location, you can enter the store location. Okay, value chips and slots, you can create. Then you can enter. Okay, so you can enter the material group, what category it is related, what group it is categorizing that. So if it is relevant to the maybe some plastic, brass, aluminum, copper, and some plastic raw materials. I'm just putting some plastic raw materials. Okay, in case your basic unit of measure and order unit are different, then you can maintain that information also. What is the difference for both? This base unit of measure is the least measurement in your company. This material, when you are maintaining that, this is the least measurement. Okay, so the least measurement for milk, what is the least measurement for milk? ML.
Liter.
Sorry? For milk, I mean.
Liter.
Later is not least measurement, right? In case sometimes ml also will be there, 500 ml, 200 ml, 100 ml, right? So ml is the least measurement. Okay, so it depends again. Your client, if they are going with liter only, not less than the liter, then you can go with the liters. But if they, in case if they are selling 500 ml, that's a half liter or something, then it is very difficult, right? So always just keep it like in mind when you are maintaining the least measurement. Why? Because when you are planning to buy the stock, okay, if you want to be convert that to the highest one, okay, that should not be in the decimals. Okay, so always it should be better to maintain the least measurement. Okay, why? I'll tell you why it is. Suppose you said that later, right? Let's assume that my least measurement is base unit of measure is, I just maintain that later.
Then
Okay, so now I'm just planning to buy that, okay, of some 500 ml, like a half liter. Okay, so if I want to put half liter, okay, so I cannot put like this, right? In order PO, I cannot keep it like this. So what I have to do, I have to put 0.5 liters. Is it correct? If I want to be order half liter, I cannot keep it like 1/2, right? I can do only, either I can put in the only decimals, right? Either you can put decimals or numeric. I cannot put that division and all while you ordering. So then it is like a 0.500, right? If suppose if I am just ordering that, okay, it may be like milliliters. Okay, if suppose 1 ml or something. Now what will be happen? Now if you want to be ordering the liters, so this decimals will go so it will go like decimals, right? Like it will go decimals. So it is very difficult to order in this case, right? So always if you go with that list measurement, if suppose you are putting that ml list measurement, okay. So tomorrow if I want to be order 100 ml also I can order. If I want to be order some 1 ml also I can order. If you want to be order something 1000 ml also I can order, right? Right, so always it's good to avoid the decimals. Clear? Is it clear? So now if it is a eaches, then if you are maintaining that order unit is it visible? So is it audible? Sorry, is it audible?
Yeah, there is some connection
Okay.
difficulties, but it's good.
Okay, okay, okay. Okay, so you understand, right, why we need to maintain the base unit of measure, right? Why we
Yeah.
need to maintain least measurement in the as a base unit of measure. So did you understand, right? Yeah. If they are not going with ml and always they are going with liters, then you can go with liters. But if we are planning, they are in future they are planning with even mls also, then obviously the least measurement is the base unit of measure. Okay. Now here you are putting that eaches, right? So now if I'm just put the box, okay, so one box is equal to how many eaches? So one box is equal to how many eaches? Like 1000 eaches. Let's say put 1000 eaches. So this conversion will be there in the additional data. Go to unit of measure and see that one each is equal to one each and one box is equal to 1000 eaches. Okay, if you want to maintain something, 110 is equal to, okay, 10,000 eaches. So like you can maintain. Okay, clear?
Yes.
So like you can maintain here. And this is the for order unit, okay? This is order unit, okay? And purchasing group, you know, right? Purchasing group. So this material who will be by a group in your organization. So the person name who will be taking it. And this material status, you know already. We discussed that if you want to be blocked for payment or procurement and block for that task and all, you can do it, right? And this in case tax indicator, okay, in case if it is tax relevant, then when it will be valid for tax and all, tax indicator it is, okay. And automatic PO, this automatic PO is nothing but like in case you are using automatic procedure to generate the POs automatically from purchase requisitions. When the requirements are generated, automatically system will be generated POs also, purchase orders. So if you have that kind of the settings, then you can go with the automatic PO. And if it is a batch managed material, that means always this material with batch. Without batch, that material will not be sold out, or without batch, we are not transferring the stock. Okay, always we are maintaining with batch, then you can put the batch management here. Okay, so this JR processing time and purchasing value key. Purchasing value key is nothing but like it's like a we already discussed this one, right? So if we are getting product, okay, we are getting product what we ordered 100 pieces, but we are getting 200 pieces. So 100 pieces extra we got. So do you want to be accept or not? So that again the settings depends on the this purchasing value. So this over delivery tolerance. In case the product is a continuous movement, we have the continuous movement for this product, and if we even if it is a 200 300 we can manage, then this over tolerance and all we can keep it. Or if it is only 5% 10% if you are allowing, then out of 100 I can allow till 100 110 10 percentage, or 120 only 20% I can allow. So like, okay, it depends on the over and under tolerances. Okay, and again shipping instructions, there is any instruction like you have to be follow some proper box and packing and some kind of the wrapping. Okay, some kind of that shipping instruction and all you can create. Okay, in case unlimited delivery is nothing but like a even if you order 100, if they are sending 10,000, okay, we are good, because that product is to movement. So like these are all related to purchasing. So when you are creating purchase order, so these all will help you. Okay, then plan data storage location. Okay, then plan data storage 2, and then accounting data. Okay, enter this valuation classes. Okay, so we'll discuss this later. This is something different topic, FI MM integration. Okay, and if it is a standard price control, then you have to be entered that price. If you are moving your average price, then leave it about that. Okay, so then save, enter, and save. So now this material was fully maintained for purchasing data, fully maintained for purchasing procurement. Okay, so now if I'm using this material, I can create the purchase info record. So now let's check that MM60, the MM report, material master report, and see that this material is available or not, or I'll remove this one. Okay, and ZCEM, right, we created in ZCEM we created. So let's see if any materials are created. So the one material we just extended. So when it is extended to purchasing and the plant and the accounting data, then it will display here. Okay, clear? Clear? So you can see that what is the plant, this material is available, what is the description, when it was updated, what is the material type, what is the material group, what is the basin top measure, what is the valuation class, price, okay, currency and all it you can see here. So by using this now, I can create the purchase info record. So again, I have to check that MK widget. MK widget, what are the vendor master records which is created. What are the info records which is created. Okay. So here also you can see that what are the information it is there, the supplier name and country and postal code and city and purchase organization and description of that, payment terms and terms, at minimum value, sales percent, telephone, all these details will be there. Okay, so I can use this. Now I'm just having the BP number. Okay, and this having the different vendor number. Okay, so I have to take vendor number, not BP number. Okay, now I'll go to create the purchasing info record. So I'll just enter that my vendor number, and I'm just entering that what is my material number. Go to /4 mm03. Okay, this is one which we created, right? This is one which we created just now. Okay, so this is the material number, and go to our purchasing organization. Okay, if you need plant specific, you can create. Now you can select that which procedure, like which type of purchasing you are planning to do with this supplier. Okay, so I'm just entering the supplier number and material purchasing organization, then enter. Okay, so GCM is the absolute. Why it's absolute? So have you flag for deleted? Okay, I'm just creating still. Okay, because it's just a warning only, but it is absolute. You can check that. Maybe if it is already, let's see. Here it's not absolute. Okay, so I'll go to here and this is something absolute because not sure. Maybe you are have deleted this. No, right? This is not deleted.
No, I didn't delete. No,
You didn't delete it,
it's
right?
still there.
Why it's coming to okay, let's see. Just enter. Okay, and you can enter that what info record you are planning to create. Okay, so you can put that info record details like maybe to understand easily. Okay, with supplier and okay, I'm just entering info record and reminders. It is when you created purchase order. Okay, so if you are planning your raise the order, supplier planning to deliver the goods, so still if you want to be remind to them, if you order today and you need to get the stock on next week, okay, you just sending the reminders to them, please acknowledge that or please send me that the shipping confirmations, all these things, right? That reminders you can send here in case if you are not getting acknowledgement and all. Okay, and supplier having that separate material group that you can enter, supplier sub range, which we are discussing, right? In the when a master record we have the sub range, right? That sub range in case. Okay, and if you're ordering into the different cases like tons of you ordering, then tons also you can enter. Okay, if there is any certification relevant, all it is you can enter that. Any manufacturer number for that product. Okay, so like salesperson, telephone number, all these are coming from the general information. So that's what we discussed, right? When we are doing that, we also have the general information. Then next enter, this is the purchasing organization data. Okay, in purchase organization, when you planning to buy the product, when you are planning to raise the purchase order, what information it is needed in the purchase order, that information you can maintain here. Okay, so one is planned delivery time. So how long you need time to generate this planning. Suppose this product, okay, and this material, suppose they say that the supplier is saying that you have to inform to me at least 20 days before the planning. Okay, so plan delivery time, it will be the like 20 days or 30 days, it depends on that how long it will take the time. Okay, include okay, so that plan delivery time and who will be the buyer group and standard quantity. Generally this supplier will be accepting that what is the usually standard quantity and what is the minimum quantity. If you want to be order this product to this supplier, minimum what is the order, maybe 100 pieces you have to order minimum. Okay, less than it's not accepting like that. Remaining shelf life for this product from this supplier, what is the remaining shelf life, at least the 100 days or 50 days, 20 days, 12 days, like that. Okay, so shipping instructions, any shipping instruction, maximum quantity you can take and accept orders, tolerances. Okay, unlimited tolerances and GR based AV. So these are all will come all the process one by one by one. Okay, so I'm just giving the price, net price information here. From this vendor, from this vendor, this material is cost of 100 rupees per box. You can see here the price for box, not for each, because order unit in boxes only, right? Clear? Clear?
Yes.
Okay, so all this information we are entering that here, whatever it is mandatory information, all information we just entering that. Okay, then quotation, if you have any quotation with that supplier, that means you already decided and discussed some quotation, pricing quotation, that you can enter here. Okay, and any notes you have to inform to the supplier. Okay, that information you can enter here, like some packing instructions or some like something like if you want to be door instructions, shipping instructions, like you whatever you want to be send, that information you can send. Okay, so like you can do, other than this you can also do the conditions. In the conditions you have to be enter that. Okay, here it's not coming, but conditions should be there. That condition should be like price information, like what is the freight cost, discount, any other prices are there, that prices will be maintaining in the condition record. Okay, so that we will discuss. So this is the way we will be creating actually info record. Okay, so why it is not coming condition here, it might be the pricing pricing procedure not assigned. Okay, that configuration how to do. Okay, we'll discuss later that, that's okay. Okay, now this is the way we can create the info record. This is the way you can create the info record. Again, for this same transactions, like okay, if you are creating with ME11 creation, ME12 is the change, ME13 is the display. Okay, ME14 is, what is the 14? 4. What is the meaning of 4? What is the 4? MM04, X04,
Change display.
display, changes displays, right? So like, okay. So like we have the all changes in the purchase record, all this information it will be there. So here if you want to go with the part, okay. So if you want to go with the part, so here what it is, you have created some user menu. Okay, so here where is this? Okay, I'll go back. Let's see. So they have assigned some user menu, but usually standard, it should be standard, must be have some standard to show up the procedure, but here it's not there. It's okay. Okay, I'll show you in the other system. Okay, so if you go to SAP menu, okay, logistics, and again material management, and all it is relevant to purchasing, and you can see here the master data, and you can see the info record here. So ME11, ME12, ME13, ME14, ME15, like we have the different master data we have. Okay, so this is the purchasing info record. Again tables, what is the table here? To see the info records, EBAN. EBAN is the info record. Sorry. S16 EI and E is the purchase info record, purchasing data. And if you want to go EI and A, this is the purchase info record, general data. Okay. So EI and A is the purchase info record, general data. EI and A is the purchase info record, purchase organization. So you must be remember this all transaction codes. Okay, so all transaction codes and all tables going forward. Okay, just when you are practicing, not just see the tables also how it is working like. Clear? So what is the supply master record tables? What is the supply master record tables?
एक
LFA1. LFA1 is the general data window master record, and LFP1 is the company code data. LFM1 is the M1 is the purchasing data, even M2 also purchasing data. So this is already we discussed. You have to remember this transaction tables and transaction codes. At least important one. Okay? Clear? Audit of metal master record. Tables. Metal master record. Mara.
Mara and
Mara.
Mara is the general data.
MERs.
MARC is the plant data. MARD is the sales storage location data. And the MVKE is the sales data.
Okay.
Okay, MBEW is the accounting data. Okay, so note down somewhere all this.
yes,
Okay,
Yes, sir.
okay then. So any questions in the purchase for record?
no, sir.
Okay, so what is the T code to connect the Fury app? /n
N
slash
Q
UI2 slash
UI2.
FLP. Okay, so this is the way you can connect it. Okay. Clear? Okay. Clear? So you have to go this way. So let me S4HANA system, let me open again S4HANA system. What is the 42? HANA So what is the T code? /n slash UI2 slash FLP. Slash UI2. Have you tried to connect this one in your home?
No.
No.
No. Why it is not opening here? Somewhere it is open. Okay, new window, open the new window. Advanced, click here. Okay, so what is the 42 HANA.
usually we use different passwords generally. So your password was a little bit tricky.
You didn't copy the one.
It's copied, I think.
Just like 42 HANA 62
42 and 62.
and 1, 2, 3.
One is not copied, right?
Yeah, one is not copied.
Okay, so in this S4HANA, Even S4HANA, using this S4HANA also you can do the your purchase info records also you can create. Okay, can do supplier related, master data, all this. Okay, so sales, and this is physical inventory, warehouse, stock, monitoring, manage reservations, so maybe I will put here, let's try maintain info purchase info, maintain change. Okay, so you can enter here maintain change info record. If you have the info record number, what is info record number you created just now, that info record number you can enter here, or else if you know the supplier number you can enter supplier number. Okay, if you don't know supplier number then you can search as well. So if you have a name or something, supplier information, something, if you have, you can also search that. So what is my May 23, sorry, May 13, right? We created just now, not this one. May 13. So this is info record which we created 593. So this 593, let's enter here 593. You can enter here. Execute. So now this info record we are getting. So the info record, if you see that there is general data is there, purchasing organization with it is extended. So what data you want to be changed, that you can do here. Okay, clear? So this is where you can do your changes. What changes you want to be do? Okay, all you can do from here. Clear?
Yes.
So you can also go to here, execute this, change variants. You can do all this. If you want to be maintained, so this is purchase info record change, right? If you want to maintain, so maintain purchasing info record. So maintained or deletion. So whatever you want to be, you can do. Or if it is not maintained, or maybe can create also. So all the apps here it will display. So this is the way also you can do. Create purchase info record, maintain deletion of proposal of purchase info record. So all these things. So you can do one thing. You can whatever you have. So you can same screen. So there is no difference. M11 how it is there, same. Nothing is there difference. You just enter the supplier number, material number, purchase organization, plant, and you can enter. Okay. So you can see this, enter the at least supplier. What is the supplier name? You can see supplier name. This is supplier name. Enter. Okay, so the supplier which is it's telling that already purchase info record is existing because already we created, right? So we already created, so it will showing that the already existed, this purchase info record already exists. So if you enter even material number also, it will give you same information. Okay, and GCM. Okay, and if you have the plan, you can give that plan also. Now it is creating, because you have extended only purchasing organization data, not plant. If it is especially you are maintaining for plant, again the plant material and plant level it will be extended. Okay, clear? So you can see that the info record number, supplier number, material group number, purchase organization, and extra it will be showing plant also. If you see that in normal M11 with purchasing organization, it will display, but now I entered the plant also, that's why it's plant level. So now you, if it is only relevant to this plant it is taking 10 days time, and only for this plant it is the cost is different, effective price is different. Okay, so that everything you can enter. Okay, whatever information you can enter here. Clear? All this information you can enter here. Any questions? So like you can use the even S4HANA Fury apps and you can create it. Okay, so now if you go to that here and see that in the table level, I can see plant level also data is created. Here, what is that table name? EINE, purchasing organization data. Okay, and you can give the your info record number. If you can, in case if you are not remember, then you can give the created by. I only created, then I will just give that here. Next good. See, now it's created same number, info record number, same purchase organization, but one is the without plant and one is with plant. Okay, clear?
Yes.
So this is the way you can create your purchasing info record with using Fury apps and even normal S4HANA and even for EC system. It is the same. There is no difference. Clear?